Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to August Favorites. I want to share with you a lot of wonderful beauty products that I have loved using for the last month. I also have some non-beauty favorites that I'm going to attach at the end. Starting out with nails, because I have had some version of this type of manicure for the entire month of August, and I'm probably going to keep it up for a few more weeks because I've just been loving it. And the star of the show has been this little Essie top coat. I'm sure you've seen it by now, but I think it's called like the glazed donut nail trend. I believe it was started by Hailey Bieber. At one point, both my Instagram Explore page and my TikTok homepage was just constant bombardment of this type of manicure. It's like a professional manicure thing. I do my own nails, so I tried to kind of get the look using stuff that I can just do myself. I saw this. This is the Essie FX Expressie Quick Dry Effect Filter, and this is the iced out FX filter. And what it does, it just gives this really pretty pearly effect to your nails. So I've been wearing it with my favorite sheer nude-ish types of nail polishes. Static Nails Milky Pink, which is a milky pink, or Static Nails Coconut, which is more of like a creamy sheer. Then I just slap on this Essie Expressie on top. Then I do my regular top coat, which is the Olive and June top coat, and I'm good to go. This manicure usually lasts me like a solid week, and I've just been loving it, so I keep doing it. When it comes to makeup, my most consistently used base product for the month of August has been the Fenty Skin Tint. This is one of my favorite complexion products in general. I use this in the shade 6, which is a pretty spot-on color match for me. It's just so easy. I can slap it on with my fingers. I can, apply with a brush. It's just easy. It's great. I love the packaging. I saw that they launched like an illuminating primer design to work with this, which looks really interesting, especially since this product has more of a satin, like natural finish. I think it will be interesting to see how that particular product pairs with it, but I'm not in the market for a luminizing primer just yet. I'm pretty good with what I have right now, but it was an interesting launch. Another one of my favorite complexion products is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. I absolutely adore this concealer. It's like my holy grail under eye concealer. I've been using it all over my face as well, just on days in which I didn't really want to bother with a foundation or a base product all over my face. I've just been kind of spot concealing with this. It's not a full coverage concealer. It's more of like a medium coverage concealer. Has a beautiful luminosity to it, has a really thin texture, easy to blend. I adore this. I use this in shade 4.5, which is a great color match for me. My most used blush this month has been the same as last month, pretty much. Burberry Tangerine. It's discontinued, but I've still been loving it. I've been wearing it constantly, so I thought it would be worth a shout out again. Even though you can't get it anymore, maybe insert this as a reminder to use your blushes, even if they're discontinued. If you love it, use it, enjoy it. It's great. I've actually been doing a little beauty no-buy for the month of August, and it's just been such a great opportunity to really savor and enjoy what I have and kind of tuning out any content that had to do with new releases. So it's been fun just kind of shopping my stash and rediscovering stuff and just really savoring it. And that was definitely apparent when it comes to eyeshadow because I've had so much fun playing with eyeshadows this month. I used the Auric Temper Cream Shadow a lot. This has been my go-to like one and done shadow for the month of August. It has like it has a cream at the bottom, and then at the top, it has this like glittery top coat. I'll be honest, I don't love the glittery top coat part. I don't really use this that often, but the cream part is fantastic. It's just such a beautiful color. It's the perfect rose gold because it's not too pink, it's not too yellow. It's very, very soft, and it's really, really easy to sheer out. I think this color is so perfect. It's so flattering. It's really easy to blend out, really easy to sheer out or build up. It's So, so good. I can't get enough of this. It's become one of my favorite one and done eyeshadows since I bought it, and it was so great to rediscover it this month. Like I said, I don't love the glitter top coat that it comes with, but I found one particular color from this. I think this was limited edition. This is like this old Charlotte Tilbury quad in the shade Mesmerizing Maroon. But the one glittery shade in this quad looks really good on top of the Auric temper. So this color here. So if I wanted to kind of amp up my Auric temper, I've just been layering the Charlotte Tilbury to give it some extra metallic goodness. And it has very, very, very fine bits of glitter in there. So I have loved this combination. And then another combination that I loved, I mentioned this in my last vlog, the Tom Ford Abyssinian Cream eyeshadow, which I think is discontinued now, but it's just a really good warm brown cream shadow. So I've been doing this all over the lid. I decided to just top it off with Victoria Beckham Chiffon, which is such a good eyeshadow topper. This is gorgeous. So I've been layering them together using the separate Victoria Beckham shadow topper. I can kind of direct where the glitter goes. I don't like glittery stuff to go in my crease. Take the Victoria Beckham Chiffon and I just dab it on my lid where I want it, and I can kind of control where the glitter goes. This is such a pretty color. This is the only Victoria Beckham lid luster that I have, but it is stunning. It's just a beautiful mix of like cool, icy, rosy silver, fine glitter and pearl. It's so, so pretty. I'm actually wearing it on my lids today with another product that I've rediscovered this month, Tom Ford Nude Dip Eyeshadow Quad. This is such a classic. It's so good. It's one of my favorite eyeshadow quads that I own, and I fall in and out of love with it. I mean, I always love it, but I go through phases in which sometimes I use this a lot, sometimes I don't use it for months on end, but every time I kind of rediscover this in my stash, I'm like, yep, this is still one of my favorite eyeshadow products that I own. So that's what I'm wearing today. Pretty much every color in this quad in some shape or form on my eyes. And then for an extra kick, I have the Victoria Beckham lid luster just at the tops of my lids for an extra shimmery spotlight effect, and I have been loving it. I've just been so happy rediscovering all these things. I've also used my Laura Mercier Metallic Taupe Caviar Stick a lot this month. It actually works really well together with the Tom Ford Abyssinian and the Victoria Beckham lid luster. So if I want to amp this combination up even more, I do the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick just at the very center of the lid or at the inner corner of the eyes for like an extra metallic kick. I think the star of the show has been the Victoria Beckham Chiffon lid luster. This is another discontinued Burberry product that I love. I am nearing the end of this. This is the Burberry Pink Mist lip gloss. I've used this almost every single day this month, and the more I've used it, the more I've appreciated it, and I'm gonna be sad to see it go, but I love the design of this lip gloss. You see that even though it's a rectangular container, the portion inside where the lip gloss lives is tapered at the bottom. That way, the brush goes all the way down. And this is the type of lip gloss packaging that really allows you to get every single last drop. Such a comfortable lip gloss. Not sticky. I love the color, just really, really flattering, soft pink. I've just loved this, so I've been wearing this a ton. I've also been wearing this lip liner a lot. This is the Jouer lip liner in the shade Fawn. Today, all I have on my lips is this lip liner and the Burberry gloss. It's a great brown, like peachy brown, really, really, really creamy. So if you like to line your lips and then fill them out with a lip liner, this is a great product. Also has a really nice formula. It sticks to the lips nicely. Has a good longevity, and it's really easy to feather out if you want to kind of soften the lines a bit with a brush or with your fingers. I've also really appreciated the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I have used this a ton, and I noticed that on the days in which I wasn't using this, my makeup wasn't wearing quite as beautifully. And while this doesn't do anything for me in terms of helping out with oil control, I find that it kind of helps the pigments of the makeup adhere better to my skin. I don't know if I'm just kind of bamboozling myself, if it's the placebo effect or something, or if this actually does something, but I've really been enjoying this, and I would actually repurchase this setting spray because I feel like it helps make stuff stick a bit longer. This is a product, I don't know if I've talked about it on my YouTube channel, but I have talked about it on Instagram a few times, and I just love this so much. This has been one of like the body care stars of the summer for me. This is the Soft Services Smoothing Solution Calming Gel Exfoliant, and I use this on my legs about 2 to 3 times a week. And it has made my legs so insanely soft and smooth. It contains 10% lactic acid and 5% urea. You can use this all over, anywhere where you have issues with like ingrown hairs or bumps. But for me, I mainly use this just on my legs. So my routine is I usually apply this at night. It leaves a bit of a sticky residue, so I like to follow up with the body lotion. I get out of the shower, pat myself dry, apply a little bit of this, just a little bit. You don't need a lot, maybe like, I don't know, a nickel size amount per leg. I just spread this all over my legs, wait a minute for it to kind of sink in and dry, then I apply my body lotion, then I put on my pajamas, I go to sleep, and I wake up with the softest legs I've ever had. So I've been so happy with this. Initially, when I first bought this, and when I first showed this on my Instagram, I was talking to someone in the comments, and they were like, oh, I feel like you would probably go through this quite quickly, and I bought this at the beginning of summer, and I still have about, you know, a third of the tube left. It actually managed to last a pretty decent amount of time, but like I said, I don't use a lot. I only use this on my legs. Maybe if I use this all over or more places, I would be using it up more quickly, but for me so far, this has been totally worth it. But like I said, it is a little bit sticky, so if you just use this by itself, and then like if I wouldn't use this in the morning by itself and then go about my day. I feel like this performs best as part of an evening body care routine. My most worn fragrance product has been this body spray from Clarins. I received this in PR maybe at the beginning of May, I feel like. This is a newer product that they launched, and it's a gorgeous body mist. It's the Eau Extraordinaire, and it's a new one that they came out with this year. They have a few other ones, but this smells so good. This makes me so happy, and I have started working out again more seriously this month, so this has been like a gym bag essential. It smells so good. It's floral, it's zesty, it's fresh, it's citrusy, so you know I love this type of scent, especially in the summertime. It's not like a long-wearing heavy-duty fragrance. It's just enough to uplift my spirits, to get me smelling nice and fresh when I get out of the shower. It's just great. So I've been using this almost every single day. It's such a great, like, uplifting body mist. I used to use the Chanel Chance Eau Fresh body spray. They had like a hydrating body mist product a while ago. I don't know if they still make it, but that used to be like an old gym bag essential for me back in the day. This kind of reminds me of that, but this is a little bit more zesty, a bit more citrusy, but still so delightfully fresh. And then for more of a traditional, more long-wearing fragrance, I did end up buying the Labo The Matcha. I talked about this maybe 2 months ago in one of my vlogs. I had gone to the Labo store in Detroit, which has since closed, unfortunately. I got a little baby bottle of the The Matcha fragrance because I had sampled it and I just fell in love with it. It's got matcha, it's got fig, it's a little bit woodsy. It's such a beautiful scent. I love the matcha and fig combination. I've really gotten into fig this year. Funny because when this fragrance first launched, I think it launched last year, I wasn't really crazy about it, but this has definitely grown on me over time. So I would recommend getting a sample. You can buy samples of Le Labo fragrances right from the Le Labo website if you don't have any Le Labo counters or stores nearby and you want to explore some of their scents. It's fig, matcha, it's green, and it's woodsy. So if that's your vibe, check this out. And then the last thing is, it's not a body care product, it's a dish soap, but this is the nicest smelling dish soap I've ever smelled, and I am in love with it. And it's by the brand Homecourt. Homecourt is Courtney Cox's new brand. It's like a luxury home care. They call it home care. They have dish soap, they have hand soap, they have a surface cleaner. So it's like stuff for the house that smells really good. That's like the USP of the brand. I ran out of my usual, Dawn dish soap, and I was like, let's try it. Let's just try it. I saw this, I was browsing Violet Grey. They sell this brand of Violet Grey now, and side note, I love shopping at Violet Grey because they have really cool niche brands. I like using it for brand discovery as well. Bought the Steeped Rose dish soap, and let me tell you, this is the best smelling rose scented anything I have ever smelled. I wouldn't buy this if it was a fragrance. Like, it's not a fragrance for the body, but it's such a beautiful fragrance for the home. You know, when you come home with a bunch of roses and you're getting ready to put them in a vase, you take the leaves off, you take the thorns off, and that smell, you smell the rose petals, and then you also smell the green of the leaves and the thorns and the stems. This scent encapsulates all of that, so it's not like a sickly sweet rose. It's a fresh green, and it's so good. It's really soft and subtle. They have other scents too, so if rose is not your thing, they have a scent called Cece that I got to smell that also smells really good. That one's very like sexy woodsy. They have that in a candle, and I've seen a lot of rave reviews for that candle. I think they make the rose scent in a candle as well, so I would be interested in trying that at some point. I'll report back as I dive deeper into this brand, but I didn't want to just go and buy one of everything because I don't need one of everything yet, and I like to just buy stuff slowly as I need it. So far so good with this dish soap. It's incredible, and it makes me like look forward to doing the dishes because that's how nice it smells. Is it obscenely priced for a dish soap? Yes, but it makes a mundane daily task more enjoyable for me, and for that I'm very grateful. If you have tried any other scents from this brand, let us know in the comment section below, because this is not a brand you can get in store. It's like an online only brand for now. Then some other favorites I wanted to give a shout out to. The first being Cassie Thorpe. She is a vlogger here on YouTube. She does mostly luxury fashion content, but she moved to New York from London at the beginning of summer, and she's been doing weekly vlogs of her life getting settled into, life in New York City. I love watching her vlogs. I love her personality. She's so funny and kind and warm, and I love watching New York City through her lens. So I've really been enjoying her vlogs. And then when it comes to books, I have really enjoyed diving into the Thursday Murder Club series. It's about a group of seniors at a retirement home in England, and as the name suggests, they like solving murders together. So it's really sweet. I love the characters. The author launched a second book in the series. I think it's called The Man Who Died Twice. I read the second book and I loved it even more. Like, there's more character development in that one. So as I learned more about the characters, I grew to love them even more. And then there is a third book coming in the series. I believe it's launching September 22nd. I already pre-ordered it. I'm very excited to read it. So that has been a favorite. I also recently finished a book called Liberty that I also really loved, loosely based on the life of one of the first Black doctors in America, the first Black female doctor in America. And the book is written from her daughter's point of view. So there's a really interesting mother-daughter relationship dynamic explored in the book. And I'm a big fan of historical fiction. So if you are as well, I think you would also enjoy that book. That's about it. The sun is out. It was really gloomy and dark when I started filming this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you've been loving in the comment section below. We're going to keep chatting. And yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye.